I can tell you two tables. I have a product table, guys. I have a product table and I have an order table. Which one would be the parent, guys? Which one would be the parent?
Product.
Product order.
Product table.
Product is parent and order is child.
Okay. Fine. So without products, we cannot have any orders. That's what the relation, guys. Without products, we cannot have any orders. So product would be your parent and order table would be your child table here. So amount paid, order status. So I have some columns on the left table. This is my parent table, which I have given here. And then I have a child table over here. So between the relationship, you need to have one common column. That's your product ID will be your common column. The name of the column can be same. The name of the column can be different, but there should be one common column between them. So I have the product numbers here. So this is my product P1. I'm having to sell the laptop, which is of $10. This is my product P1. I have another product P2. I'm selling some keyboards of the computer, which is $20 here. And then I have a product P3, which is of a mouse I'm selling, guys, which is somewhere like $30 here. Now listen carefully here. Listen carefully here. When we set a relationship, when we set the parent-child relationship, guys, when you set the parent-child relationship here, the system will set two new rules, guys. System will set two new rules. The first rule is the insertion rule. Okay, an insert rule on child table. What this one will do is it will we cannot insert any child row. We cannot insert any child row without having a parent row. Without having a parent row. This is the rule for insert. Okay, this is the rule for insert. So which means in this particular table, guys, in this particular table, I can insert order O1. Okay, of course, I have to mention one important thing. This is your primary key here. Okay, this is your primary key here. In this table, you can have its own primary key, but this would be your foreign key. This would be your foreign key. So I have order 1, 2, 3 here for a product P1. Order quantity is some 100. Amount paid is some 1000. And then status is pending. Status is pending. Then I have order O2, which is 222 on product P2. Or product P2, yeah, product P1, and then I'm ordering another 200 product for a 2000 and it is a pending order. Now the question here is, can I have an order like this, guys? Can I have an order here? Order number 3 on product P5 with some value of quantity, some value of amount and a status, guys. Can I have like this? Is it valid?
No.
No. No.
Here you'll be getting the error, guys. Here you'll be getting the referential error because there is no parent, guys. Okay, if you can see here, we have a parent of product P1, 2 and 3, guys, but somehow the entry was done for product P5, which is not valid. So this rule, guys, that insertion rule will throw an error if you're trying to do it. Okay, when you are doing an insertion rule, the system will give an error when we try to insert a child without parent. So you know the parent-child relationship, guys, it's a very basic relationship. So parent should be there to have a child. So you'll always have a problem over here. The second rule, guys, the second rule here is the deletion rule. Okay, the deletion rule, guys. The deletion rule is on the parent record, guys. This is on the parent record. So now what happens is, assume, guys, assume if you are trying to delete a parent row here. The question comes to is what happens to the child rows? What happens to the child rows? So to do this relationship, guys, when you are creating the table itself, when you are creating the child table itself, we will say that on delete what to do. There is an option called cascade. On delete cascade, this is option 1 we can set up. The option 2 here is in case of deleting a parent row, restrict. These are the two best options what we have. You'll have on delete set null also, but we don't use that. Okay, we do have on delete restrict, but we don't use it. If I say cascade, guys, this is technical here. If I say cascade here, we delete a parent row. If we delete a parent row, guys, the child rows, the corresponding child rows will be deleted along, automatically. But in this case, if you are trying to delete a parent row, guys, and if you have a child, if you have a child row, system will throw error. System will not allow you to delete, guys, because your restrict option will stop doing it. If you are trying to delete T1 in this example, system will give error. So what you need to do is, first delete the child rows. First of all, you need to delete the child rows, and then you need to come and delete the parent rows. Delete the parent rows. Remember this, guys. This is very simple, but of course, a basic knowledge. If you are a developer, somebody came with a requirement to delete, guys. If you are a developer, somebody came to you for a requirement of delete. If you give estimates on only one table delete and you have not noticed the relationship, while coding the programs, you will find all these new things. The relationship is there. I cannot delete. Is it a parent table or a child table? This kind of information is required so that when you prepare an estimate, when you try to see what tables are getting affected, what data is getting affected, at the time of analysis, you will find all these points. Sometimes useful, sometimes easy to catch up. So in this case, okay, let me tell you the last point here. When you are setting a relationship, guys, system will set two new rules. One of the rule is for the child table. One of the rule is on the child table where you cannot insert any record without having a parent. That's the place where you get an error here. Second is the deletion rule. What deletion rule will tell you is if you are trying to remove a parent and having a child, in that case, what options you should be giving in the structure. So if you say on delete cascade, guys, all the rows along with the parent and child, they all will be deleted together. But if you say restrict, only the parent will be deleted if there is no child. If there are any child rows, system will give an error. In such cases, you need to first delete the child and then delete the parent. Now, before I ask you a question, any doubts from you guys?
Anil, who will set this rule? We or DBA people on delete cascade and on?
You're gonna tell and they're gonna implement for you.
Okay.
You are the developer, you are the owner of the data, you are the owner of the table. Only thing you don't have access to create them, so you're taking the help of the DBA. Any other question, guys? Any other question? It's a smooth topic, guys. It's a very smooth topic. Everything is there point by point in the exact sequence, guys. Everything is there in this notepad with an exact sequence to understand what is a table is, what is the table data types, and what table constraints are there. As you know, guys, in our team, we have people who doesn't know anything on mainframe, and some of you even are in the mainframe, you may not have used the DB2 at all. So you're gonna need to learn everything from the scratch to the basic level to very much to the experience level also. So this one, what I'm telling you, you may not be doing in practical in the project. In our training, you'll do it if you are interested, but in the project, you will not do it. But your work will be on the table. Your understanding will be on the columns only. So if you know these things, your work will be much easy to do. If you don't know this, you will be in a blind spot always. So any questions?
Yes, Anil, I have a question. So the parent table and the child table, does it needs to be under the same application, or there are possibilities
Basically,
to?
same application only. You will not keep any much what you say relation with other teams. If you have some data to be updated, you create the data files and let them do updates later. You don't depend on other application.
Okay. Okay, Anil. Clear.
Any other question, guys?
Sir, why should we use a unique key constraint if we are having the primary key is eliminating all the duplicates? You said we can use more than one.
Primary key will not eliminate duplicates. Primary key do not have that skill to avoid duplicates. Index has the capability to find the duplicates. Index have the capability to find the duplicates. Table do not have that capability. Even if you give a primary key constraint, basically that is used for relationship between the tables. But to identify the duplicates, it needs an index. Index will hold the key data, and when the keys are getting duplicated, the index will not able to insert a record. That time system will say that it is having duplicate. We do this in practical also, guys. Okay, believe me, I generally show much in practical than theory as well. Now, I have a very simple question, guys. I have a very simple question here. This is my business, guys. Okay, laptop manufacturing or keyboard manufacturing or mouse manufacturing is my business I'm using here. I'm a Dell company. I'm using the kind of structure here. Now, on a particular scenario, guys, on a particular scenario, I no longer want to manufacture this kind of laptop. I no longer want to manufacture this kind of laptop. I want to delete this record, guys. I want to delete this record. Which option I should use? As a company, guys, we have decided, okay, we have decided that this particular laptop will not going to be selling anymore. So we want to stop the manufacturing now itself, immediately. So which option I should use?
Number 1 on delete cascade.
Now, who is this? Hassan, right? If I'm sure. So if my question here is, if you are the dealer who purchased 100 units of that laptop in here, okay? If you are the person who purchased a laptop from here. Now the question is, if you delete the laptops here, what happens to your orders? You have paid $1,000 for those orders, right? What you will do? Will you be happy? As a dealer, will you be happy? Okay, you're not understanding the question, guys. What you're thinking is technicals. What I want you to learn is business as well. So here, guys, when you have a laptop that is manufactured by a factory or a company, guys, are you the one who will be buying from the company, guys? Will you go to company, pay some 20,000 or 30,000? Of course, that's not the laptop cost. You will pay that and get a laptop there. Will you go to a factory, guys? Anyone who is going directly to a factory and getting a laptop, guys?
We buy from
No.
the dealer, not even from the dealer also. We'll buy from the outlets.
A dealer, guys, okay, a dealer will be there. He will not buy one or two items. Okay, he will not buy one or two items, guys. He will give thousands of orders. Now, can a factory manufacture 1,000 laptops for this dealer at once, guys? Can a factory, guys, manufacture 1,000 laptops for a dealer on a single day?
No.
There will be
No,
guys, there will be thousands of dealers who are ordering. Each dealer will order thousand laptops, guys, because the bulk they order, they get more or less, and they distribute. The dealers will distribute to the retails, the wholesalers, all the retailers. Then from there, you or your company, okay, you or your company will purchase again in bulk, and then you will be using it over here. Story, but I'm trying to tell you about this piece of story here. One of the dealer, guys, has ordered some parts today for next year. Okay, this is a very big project, guys. Every manufacturing project use mainframe again. One of the application which I worked guys is a dealer forecast application. Dealer forecast application guys. What the dealer will do now, every dealer guys, every dealer will give a pre-order for next 13 months from today for the new year. For new year, every new year, every financial year, the dealer will come and say that for next 13 months how many orders I have, not total. He will give month wise, saying that in January I will have lot of sales because of festival, so I need 100 laptops in January. In February nobody will buy me, so I don't need laptops there. Just I don't want to keep a stock of laptops in my shop. I just need 10 to show up, do a display. Again, March, I have another festival. I'll be getting more sales of New Year there. So I'll be getting 200 laptops like this. Every month, he will give the total how many he need for next 13 months. Same thing will happen by another 10,000 dealers. Same thing will happen with another 10,000 dealers, guys. Now what the factory will do is it will start forecasting. Once it has the orders, pre-orders, it will start forecasting that in the next year, January, total how many laptops I need to create, how many laptops I need to manufacture. And then they'll plan the factory timings. In January, there will be snow. In the US, January, there will be snow. So which factories will work how much time? Should I use Indian factory there in that time? Should I use the factory from India? Because that one will not have any problem. There will be work running for 24/7. Here it will be running only few hours because of too much cold. Again, they need to plan for the transportation at that time. All these things will be planned 1 year back only, guys. All these things will be planned 1 year back only. In a simple example, laptop is a very easy example. You go to a shop, you buy and come. That is a story. But if you want to buy a car, guys, if you want to buy a car, will you go and get it immediately? Will you go and get immediately, guys?
No, we have to book it.
Car or a bike, guys, if you go and ask for a car for a dealer, guys, he will say come after 2 or 3 months because he has an orders waiting there. You need to say that you do a pre-book with me, then I will use one of the booking which will come in March. I'll give it to you. One of the booking that is coming in January, I'll give it to you. That's how the plans will be run in a very high level, guys. That is business. That is business. Now, if you come to here, the story is on the technical side. If you are trying to delete this product, guys, all the dealers who has the orders today, it's a pre-order, right? They already paid for it. If you delete this laptop today, guys, they all will sue you with a case about more than this money. And of course, you will be losing a dealer, which is not good for business. So shall I use on delete cascade, guys? Shall I use on delete cascade now?
No.
No.
So I have another option called on delete restrict. But if you try to restrict here, I want to remove it anyway because I'm not going to manufacture this. So technical things are different, guys. Business things are different. That is the story you need to learn from me. When you are joining a new mainframe project, guys, don't try to learn what is COBOL in the project. Don't try to learn what is JSL in the project, which is already I'm training you. There is no such topic that you should learn in the project on mainframe. Almost, guys, almost, let's say 70%, not even 100 also, 70% of project knowledge you are getting in my training only, guys. But in the project, you have zero knowledge about the application. You have zero knowledge about the application. So what you need to do is when you join a project, try to understand the business first, at least 30% of business or 40% of business you understand. And your 70% mainframe knowledge will be using you. With your experience in that application for many months or many years, you will get to mainframe 100% understanding, business also some 50% understanding as well. So don't jump always into technical, be an experience, okay? Go in an experience level like me. If I'm a 2+ experience, guys, okay? If I'm the 2+ experience and I am training you, I will not tell you all these things because even I don't know to do. I will not know it. When I join a company with 2+ experience, my thinking is of COBOL, my thinking is always JSL only. But when my experience is now 10+ years experience, guys, one thing I understood that in all these 10 or 11 years of mainframe, the COBOL never changed. The JSL never changed. The DB2 has nothing to worry about. What is been changing in my experience, guys, is the application business. I worked in many applications, almost 8 to 9 applications, if I say. In 8 to 9 different applications, the different business techniques will be there. And each time we change application, it's completely new. But mainframe, COBOL, they all will be same here. So in this kind of technique, guys, if you see here, I cannot use cascade. I cannot use the restrict as well. Now, in the project, what we do, guys, we did actually what we do is not the point. In this kind of projects which I have worked, what we did here is we did like this. We came up with a new product always, the laptop version 2.0 with a $40 cost. Okay, they started adding a new product first step. Second step, what they did is they changed all the pending orders to new product. Third step is to delete this fellow. You see the game. You see the simple game here. Added a new product of new version, new model with a new cost. But I gave the dealers the new product with old cost only. Now dealers are happy because they are getting a good product with less cost. So they are happy. So I will not lose the business. Technically, there are no orders for product P1 now. I can delete it, whether it is a cascade, whether it is a restrict, doesn't matter because there is no child for it. You understood the trick, guys? That's a business. It is not worrying about cascade because there are no child. There is no restrict problem because there is no child. What happened to the orders? They are getting good product now.
But Anil, here the price is different, no? There will be no loss.
Yeah, that's fine. Business is not about, see, when you are in the business, plus and minus both has to be considered. If you do not do this step, if you don't do this step, what happens? These people will put a case and they take everything from you.
Okay.
And if you do this, you may find a new loss. But what happens is you will keep your dealers first with you.
Yeah, in
Second,
the long run, they will get profit.
see, dealers will get more like point system. For dealers also there will be a point system. You know that from a dealer, if he purchase 100 products, he may get another 2 or 3 products free also.
Okay.
And if a dealer says there are companies, okay, if you see the Maruti, now they are using their own dealership, right? For last 4 or 5 years, Nexa is the name, I guess. But they still have the dealers as well, okay? In some companies, in some factories or in some manufacturing business, guys, the dealer will decide what product is good for the company because he is the one who is actually selling the products. So he knows better. You may have 10 lakhs laptops, but if you don't have a dealer to take it, there is no use of that price also. And of course, Rajesh, company will never have any loss. Even though they are pricing it as $40, the price might be already $20 for manufacturing. The understanding?
Yeah, yeah.
Factory is not manufacturing for 40 and selling for 40. Company manufactures for 20, sells for 40. Dealers will purchase for 40, sells you 45. They
Okay.
take the $5 from you.
Okay.
That's what I'm telling Rajesh. Technical point is one thing, business is different thing. So you're gonna need to see the bigger picture for the whole $1 billion project.
Yeah.
It will come, don't worry. So that's your class for today, and we'll catch up tomorrow where I'm gonna need to tell you how to work with the entire story. Theory class, one more theory class, guys. This will help you to write any program coming after. Without this, you will not able to understand how to write a good programs. And these programs need your COBOL skill, guys. If you have forgot the COBOL, please refresh one time and come.